Well, my name's Sean Case. I have bad experiences. I have a lot of triggers for I have chronic PTSD, and I have a lot of triggers for that. I've been in some really severe situations in the military, and so a lot of things remind me of that. It's difficult for you to identify with other civilians. Now that you're a civilian, you still have the identity as being a soldier, as being a veteran, even though you're not in the military anymore. You tend to kind of close up and around yourself and hide from the world so that you can survive. Working with animals allows you to come out of that shell and let down a lot of the protective walls that you put up just to protect yourself. And you can't really undo that, especially if you've been in really bad situations where that saved your life or somebody else's life. You can't undo it. It's just an integral part of your personality. You don't need to feel that way around animals. And so when I came for the veterans program, they had us all just sit in an arena with some horses and have the horses pick us, not us pick which horse we wanted. But after all the other horses had picked their people, I was remaining with Cola, and he was very standoffish like I was, you know, just against the fence, just observing, you know, assessing the threat, which is what he was doing too. And he and I just kind of connected and have been working together ever since then. And so it hit me that that's why Cola and I connected, because that's the kind of work that I did in the military. My job was to make sure other people were safe. So it was just I think it was just a good fit that he and I were both doing the same thing all the time, and he could make me feel safe and I could make him feel safe. He can sense that I will protect him, and I can tell that he'll do the same for me. Oh, honestly, I worry about him when I'm not here. I think about him like, oh, I wonder how Cola's doing. And when I leave here after riding with him, I always feel a million times better. Nothing bothers me for the next few hours. You know, in that moment of you know, what it felt like to just be working with the horse and feeling comfortable and safe. It's something that I feel like is in my blood, that I need to be a part of that. But also I ride because I have a better connection with animals than with other people. I feel relaxed and safe and comfortable. Honestly, would rather be here all day, every day than anywhere else.
Well, I was introduced to Hearts and Horses through the Thompson School District program, and I've just been doing it ever since. My name is Bryce Coble, and I started with the Changing Leads program in October of 2018. I've really always loved nature and animals. I've always wanted to get close to animals, like slowly walking up to bunnies and stuff, hoping to be friends with them. And so whenever I actually meet an animal that does want to be friends with me, it's really nice, and it makes me feel better about myself, and it makes me feel calm because of how calm the animal is. Like, we talked a lot during the TSD program about how our emotions with the horse's emotions mirror each other. So if we're feeling anxious and stressed, so will the horse. And so as Cindy started to feel calmer, so did I, and we just kept getting calmer. Cindy actually almost fell asleep during one of our sessions because she was so calm. I'm very self-conscious and insecure, and I don't really feel like I'm good at anything, so when I keep getting praised for my riding, that makes me feel really good, and the fact that the horses like me also makes me feel really, really good. I really hope this program keeps going. It's so much fun and it's so helpful. It's so worth it. It helps so much, and it makes having a job a bit less stressful, I would imagine, because it made school less stressful. It's making band camp less stressful, and just keep going. I hope it goes on for a really long time because you can help so many people.
My name is Lauren McClave. I am a physical therapist here at Hearts and Horses, and I have been working with Zoe for approximately 3 years.
She has microcephaly, which just means her brain is smaller than normal. And she has cystic fibrosis, which is a lung disease, and then she has cerebral palsy, which is muscles and tone and all that stuff. And she is 8 years old, and she is about to start 3rd grade. And she loves riding her horse here.
So a lot of what we're doing is working on core strength with her to give her that ability to be able to function more normally in her everyday life.
Riding a horse can mimic walking, and that caught my attention because Zoe cannot walk, and she's always in a wheelchair or a stroller or sitting in her car seat or on the floor at home. So that was really big for me, was just the mimic of the walking, because anything we can do to help her feel those movements is important.
The movement of the horse allows Zoe to feel what it would be like to be able to be up and walking. She also really enjoys music, so we often pair music while we're riding, and she really gets excited and she feels the beat of the music and she feels the beat of the horse as they're walking, and the two of them in conjunction send all kinds of normalization through her sits bones and her seat and her trunk as we're moving.
The main thing would be like her happiness and her joy when she's on the horse. It is so cool, and it's definitely like, I don't think it's just her favorite therapy, it's also mine, because we're out in the country and we don't get cell phone service, so it's kind of like we're disconnecting from everything.
Not just Zoe enjoys the therapy services, but her whole entire family. It's a family event, and I think they really see the benefits of how it's helped Zoe and how much her sisters enjoy watching her ride as well.
There's definitely that excitement and that joy. She gets pretty vocal when she's on the horse, which to me is that excitement, because as soon as she starts chit-chatting in Zoe language, that just lets me know that she's happy and that sort of thing. I would say that Zoe rides for a few different reasons. The biggest one is just joy and excitement, because that comes above all else. Horse therapy is the one that we've stuck with for the last 3 years, so she loves it too much to pull her from it.